You're riding through the golden savanna on an African safari. The air warm and thick with the scent of dust and wild grasses. The landscape stretches endlessly before you, dotted with acacia trees, the occasional silhouette of distant gazelle herd. Suddenly, the earth beneath you begins to tremble. First, a gentle quiver, then a deep resonant vibration that pulses through your bones. The animals around you grow still, as if they too sense the growing force. A shadow appears on the horizon, growing larger with each passing second. From the tall grasses emerges a magnificent creature, its massive form slowly taking shape. You are face to face with the largest land animal. Its ears flap like sails in the wind, its trunk sways with purpose, and its eyes are ancient and wise. They seem to stare straight through you. The ground shakes again as it moves, a reminder of the raw, untamed power of the wild, and for a fleeting moment, you are part of something far greater than yourself. Elephants, one of the most majestic and intelligent animals that ever walked the earth. These gentle giants have captured the human imagination for centuries. With their impressive size, social nature, and deep emotional lives, elephants are far more than just big animals. They're a symbol of memory, wisdom, and strength. There are 3 main species of elephants alive today: the African savanna elephant, the African forest elephant, and the Asian elephant. African elephants are the largest land animals in the world, with some males standing over 13 feet tall at the shoulder and weighing as much as 14,000 pounds. Asian elephants are slightly smaller and have distinct differences. The smaller ears, a more domed head, and only 1 finger on the tip of their trunk instead of 2. Speaking of trunks, the elephant's trunk is one of the most versatile tools in the animal kingdom. It's a combination of their nose and upper lip made of over 40,000 muscles. That's right, 40,000 muscles, compared to about 600 in the entire human body. Elephants use their trunks to breathe, smell, trumpet, touch, and grab things. They can pick up a single blade of grass or rip branches off of a tree. Their trunks are so sensitive they can detect water underground, and so strong that they can lift nearly 800 pounds. But the trunk isn't the only impressive thing about elephant bodies. Their ears are also incredible. African elephants have large fan-shaped ears that help them regulate their body temperature in the hot savanna. Blood vessels in the ears release heat when flapped. Asian elephants have smaller ears because they usually live in forests or jungles with more shade and colder climates. Elephants are also famous for their tusks, which are actually elongated incisors made of ivory. Both male and female African elephants have tusks, while with Asian elephants, usually only the males do. Unfortunately, the value of ivory has led to extensive poaching over the years, putting many elephant populations at risk. Now, let's talk about elephants' brains. Elephants have the largest brains of any land mammal. They display behaviors that suggest high levels of intelligence. They recognize themselves in mirrors, show empathy for others, mourn their dead, and solve problems. Elephants have been seen helping injured companions, revisiting the bones of lost family members, and using tools in the wild. Their memory is also extraordinary. There's truth to the old saying, an elephant never forgets. Elephants live in close-knit matriarchal family groups led by the oldest female. These herds are usually made of mothers, daughters, sisters, and their young. Males leave the herd when they're adolescents and often live solitary lives or form loose bachelor groups. The matriarch uses her experience and memory to lead the herd to water, food, and safety, especially during droughts or long migrations. Communication in elephants is another marvel. They communicate through vocalizations like trumpeting, rumbling, and even infrasonic sounds. That's low-frequency noises that can travel for miles. These deep rumbles allow elephants to stay in touch with distant members of their herd or alert one another to danger. Elephants are herbivores, meaning that they eat only plants. A single adult elephant can eat up to 300 pounds of vegetation in a day. They spend most of their time foraging, eating grasses, leaves, bark, and fruit. Their digestive system isn't very efficient, so they need to consume a lot in order to get the nutrients that they need. Water is also essential to their lives. Elephants are often found near rivers, lakes, or watering holes. They use water not only for drinking, but also for bathing and cooling off. You've probably seen pictures or videos of elephants spraying water over themselves, followed by a dust bath. The dust acts as a sunscreen and a bug repellent. Baby elephants, called calves, are born after a very long pregnancy, about 22 months, the longest of any land mammal. Calves weigh around 200 pounds at birth and are cared for not just by their mother, but by the whole herd. This shared care is known as allo-mothering, and it is part of what makes elephant society so complex and cooperative. Despite their size and strength, elephants are vulnerable, especially from human threats like habitat destruction, conflict, and poaching. Conservative efforts around the world are working to protect their habitats and stop illegal ivory trade. Sanctuaries and wildlife reserves play an important role in providing safe spaces for elephants to live and thrive. Let's shift to elephants in culture. These animals appear in many myths and religions of many civilizations. In Hinduism, the goddess Ganesha, who has the head of an elephant, symbolizes wisdom and good fortune. In Africa, elephants are often seen as symbols of power and unity. In Western cultures, elephants are sometimes viewed as symbols of memory, longevity, and loyalty. In the United States, the elephant is the symbol of the Republican political party. And there is another famous Disney elephant, Dumbo. Let's wrap up with a few fun and fascinating facts about elephants. But before we do, thank you so much for watching this video. I'm trying to grow my small channel, so if you are enjoying this video so far, please take a moment to subscribe and hit the notification button so you never miss a video. And let me know in the comments below if you have ever seen an elephant. My husband and I went to Bali for our honeymoon and visited an elephant sanctuary. We got to see elephants up close and even helped bathe them. This was definitely a memorable experience. I do try very hard to visit ethical places in my travels, and according to my research before I went, that place was a reputable sanctuary and rehabilitation center. It did not allow elephant rides, which are something that can be very stressful for elephants, and it was featured on Animal Planet. The elephants that were allowed to interact with humans were ones that were not going to be able to be reintegrated into the wild due to injuries or other factors. However, despite all of this caution and forethought, some of my friends later said that they thought that I shouldn't have gone there and that letting strangers touch the elephants was not good. Personally, I didn't see any harm with it because they were very careful to make sure we didn't hurt the elephants, and the elephants seemed fine with it, but it can be really tricky to balance these sort of things and ethics, especially while traveling to new places. What do you guys think about this complex topic? I'd love to know your opinions in the comments below. And now, on to some fun facts about elephants. Elephants can hear with their feet. They pick up ground vibrations through special bones in their legs and feet, which send signals to their brain. Their skin is surprisingly sensitive. Even though it's an inch thick in places, they can feel a fly landing on them. Elephants can swim for long distances. They use their trunks as snorkels while crossing deep water. Baby elephants suck their trunks for comfort, just like human babies suck their thumbs. They can recognize themselves in a mirror, something only few animals on Earth can do. Elephants greet each other by entwining their trunks, much like a handshake or hug. Their molars are the size of bricks, and they go through 6 sets in their lifetime. An elephant's sense of smell is one of the best in the animal kingdom. It can smell water from several miles away. Elephants are truly extraordinary animals. They play a vital role in their ecosystems, shaping the environment around them and supporting biodiversity. Learning about them isn't just interesting, it's essential to helping to protect them and the world that we all share. Thanks for watching, and I hope you learned something new and inspiring about the incredible world of elephants. Parents and teachers, if you're interested in educational materials that make learning fun and engaging for students while making prep time easy for you, please click the link in the description to visit my website. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to get messy and make lots of mistakes today. Bye!